Hey, g'day again. Right, let's see where we're up to on the bug. And, finally got windows in it. I've only got the door windows sort of sitting in there. I'm having an issue with that. Main issue is I don't want to go buying the original rubbers, they're too expensive. So I bought cheap off the roll rubber, and it sort of fits, but it doesn't stay in, especially on the corners up here. So not totally sure what I'm going to do about that just yet. These ones here will need replacing. However, I do have another shell coming, pretty rusty old shell, which I'm going to use to make a trailer eventually. So that's actually got doors on it that are rusted out. Hopefully the rubbers are a little bit better than this. If not, I will have to actually buy new ones for that. And I gave it its first wash and had a real issue with this, and because it was painted like 6 months ago and painted in fast drying acrylic, which means I had a lot of overspray in a lot of places, and the dirt had embedded itself right into the overspray, and I basically had to scrub all the overspray off with a scourer to get the dirt out of it. And as you can probably see, there's still dirt in the paint I haven't got off yet. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna do a fine emery, a 2000 emery over it and buff it, so that'll all come out now anyway. I've got a couple of scratches here and there. I have to touch up the airbrush, and also got a rub through. This was an issue. I went to put the badge on. I started to actually buff that, and I did buff it, and then because the badge has only got 3 pins left on, didn't have the 4th pin, and so I tried to put a little bit of silicone in the hole, which I got everywhere, and then when I tried to get it off, I've actually taken the paint off, so I'm going to have to touch that up before I can do anything else. That was a bit of a silly move. I should have stuck it on there and then just plugged the hole from the underside. Anyway, that's the way it goes sometimes. This door here, when I did wash it, got a lot of water inside the car through this door, and I've since discovered that the whole top of this door, it's actually got a little bit of a buckle there, but the whole top of the door from here down to here needs to be pulled in. So hopefully I can do that without damaging the paint. It's another thing I wish I'd have noticed that before I painted it. And taking the mirror off this, I'm attending to the mirror again. This rubber, I said I was sort of thinking there might have been something missing out of there, but the only thing that goes on there is this alloy strip. It's just all dented and busted. I don't want to put it on anyway. So yeah, I'll have to think up a solution for that. I might actually fit another track inside it, a bit of C-channel or something, take it right up around the corner. Hopefully I can get some alloy fit in there. Yeah, but it's when I get this window back in, I said it's now at a point where I doesn't have to live in the shed. That's a real bonus, because shuffling it from one shed to the other all the time It's a pain. Yeah, it also means I can't, work on anything else out of a night. I wasn't really happy with the shape. I put the mirror on, but I didn't sort of like the squareness of the bracket I put on it. As explained in another video, that you can't bolt these mirrors straight onto the door. The curve blocks you out, and that wrong angle, and it just doesn't work. So I've made these brackets up, but they're still a bit too square. They do actually look decent before they went rusty, So as I said, I haven't done anything to them because I wasn't finished with it. I was still deciding how I was going to finish it off. So, but I've taken the other one off, and I'm going to sort of cut the corners off it. I've make it to the shape of the mirror. This head here, I was able to just cut it and knock it in. The others, I've cut off, so I'm going to have to replate that. And so that will match the mirrors. And so that's what I'm about to do. And the next job after these mirrors will be putting in a left and right park brake. I have come up with a method, and I'll make a video of that, but I'll show you quickly what I'm going to do. Hopefully the phone's not going to go too dark to see it. You won't be able to see it. Okay, well I'll just make another video of it. But I've got a way where I can have a left and a right brake and still retain the original working handbrake. So it's quite simple because you've got two cables, so you can make the new levers sit on top of the original. Anyway, I'll explain and show all that. I've started doing the interior, and again, I've done it budget style. I've just bought some roof liner, just stuck it to the roof. This roof liner creases are very hard to get out. I've got quite a few of them in there. Hopefully, come summertime, it gets a bit of heat, they'll come out. I had the same issue. I did use the same headliner in my Ford, and after a couple of hot days, the creases eventually come out, so I'll be right. But I've tried a couple of things down there, down that corner where those got pieces of metal that you fold over to hold them in, and it's not working. It's just here I just folded the tabs in and then glued it over the top, and it's still not working. It's lumpy as shit. Doesn't look good. So yet to decide what I'm actually going to do with that. When I get this other shell, actually I'll get the pieces of plastic off the liner that's in that. At least I hope it's got a liner in it. I don't even remember. I didn't look at that when I looked at it. But, and down in the luggage compartment and down the sides I'll put black boot liner. You can get that self-adhesive. Just cut it, stick it on. Real simple. I'll take that right up under here as well, under the dash. I've gone with black vinyl down the inside of these pillars because given that this is going to be going off-road a lot, camping and whatever, and that will just get filthy. It'll get worn. So I decided not to put fabric on there, but to put black vinyl. Hopefully it won't look stupid against the grey and white. Won't really be able to tell that until I get all the rest of the lining in. Hopefully it'll look alright. I went out and got another set of glove box hinges off the shell that I'm getting, actually, and Blake gave them to me for nothing anyway. But when I went out to look at them, they didn't look anything like I thought they were supposed to look. I was looking at. This is the problem when you pull the car apart and try and put it back together 3 years later. So you forget things and what they look like and where they go. And I'm looking at these two holes, thinking that the hinge bolted on. So I'm looking for all my parts, and I couldn't see any sort of hinge with a plate on it. And then when I seen that the hinges are just these bent pieces of rod, I thought, I probably actually got them at home. And I came back and had a look in the box, and yep, I've got the original ones. And I don't know whether they change with different models, but this is actually hitting on the paint down here, and it's going to scratch it off if I don't do it. So I'll try the original hinges on there, and if they don't work, well then I'll have to find some way of stopping it from hitting on the panel. I might even put rubber around it, put a rubber strip around it, because I haven't got these plugs either, that rubber stoppers that go against it, so I might actually put like a rubber that slips over the edge, you know, with a cushion on the inside. I think I've got enough room. It's only a thin one. So. Anyway, we'll get to that. Yeah. So. This is the window winder. This is the funniest looking thing I've ever seen. But yeah, it does actually work. It rusted. I've just loosened it up with some WD. I'll have to actually treat it in some way in time. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.